Hooplovers, it's Deanne Love here, and in this tutorial I am going to share with you a request that I had on my Instagram account at DeanneLoveXO, and it was, first of all, a fold to escalator variation, and I'm going to give you 3 in this tutorial. And then I got a message from another amazing, sweet hooper who is healing a fractured hip, and she wants moves to do with one hand. So here we go. Take care of the shoulder though. No injuries. All right. So folding can happen in lots of different ways, and you might actually want to grab your hoop and warm up, and you're just going to wrap the hoop or fold the hoop over one way and then over the other. I am using I would say it's about 70 centimeter polypro hoop that I got from Bayside Hooping. You can use any size you like, but the bigger the hoop, the more space you're going to need to make. So if you have a smaller hoop, it's going to make it faster, and you won't probably hit yourself in the head. So it's up to you. But let's go back to those folds. You can fold backwards if your arm is out from your shoulder. You can fold over and forwards. If it's out in front, you could fold to the right on your right hand. You could wrap around and fold to the left. And what I'm doing is using a fairly loose grip. And you'll find that if you really feel into it as you're folding, you'll be kind of like pulsing your grip. It's not super open, but it's not super tight, so that the hoop can move through this kind of like tube-like effect, this outside grip. So just kind of becoming familiar with folding one way, folding the other. And then maybe you want to hold your hoop up and out to the side and kind of fold it around so you realize how much space you have and you're not going to hit yourself in the head. Fold it back the other way, all the way around. Maybe have it out at a kind of 45 degree, just folding into space. Cool? How's that feeling? And you can probably already start to feel like you want to move and groove and fold, and you can create all these really amazing shapes. But I am going to break down for you the 3 variations that I did at the beginning. Then we can have some playtime and you can totally make up your own. I did these variations in my right hand. You can also do them in your left. In fact, I recommend that you do them on both sides. And also make sure that you're nice and warmed up in your wrists, your fingers, all of the joints, particularly your shoulder and your neck. So I'm going to do it without the body movement first, and then we'll bring in the body movement so we can make it look extra special. What's going to happen is on my right hand, I'm going to have my arm out kind of in front of my belly. I'm going to fold the hoop over my arm to the right. So it's like it rolls over my thumb. And as I do that, I would normally be going over to the left, but we'll work that out in a minute. Then I'm going to unfold it so it swings down towards the floor. And I'm going to take my arm out to the right side and wrap the hoop all the way back. Then, when I feel like I'm ready to do the escalator, which is now, I'm going to kind of bring up my stance, make sure that I'm feeling nice and balanced, and I'm going to wrap the hoop all the way forwards, all the way around, let go, and put my opposite side arm in the gap. Now, with momentum, the hoop is going to create or touch contact spirals on your body, and it will fall into place, hopefully. So, have a look at it from this side. I wrap the hoop over to the right, down over to the left, and all the way around, so it's touching my kind of the outside of my elbow, depends on how big your hoop is. And then when I'm at this point here, and I'll show you a few variations of levels soon, I'm going to wrap the hoop all the way forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I reach my arm nice and high so it doesn't hit me in the head. Keep going all the way until I can't go any further, and there's almost a bit of a twist in my hand. Then I see the gap and I bring the hoop around towards me and I let go, and now it's down on my left side. So again, it's fold over the top, fold over the bottom until it hits my arm, then wrap all the way around and down. Cool. Now the body movement with that for me is to It's like I'm scooping water, scooping water, scooping water. So you might feel like you want to bend into your knees or kind of move your chest. You can see the difference if I just stand and fold. It could be pretty fast and pretty cool. Quite a lot of tension in the hands and the wrist. But if I move as I scoop, then I can start to dance and play with it. And it's exactly the same. Fold over, fold all the way around, fold all the way around. But I'm going from right to left up to the sky. So it's like I'm painting these brush strokes. So if it's in my right hand, I go over to the left, over to the right, up to the sky. Does that make sense? Now, with the levels, you might like to not go straight up to the sky, or you might like to go straight up to it. So you can kind of play around. So over to the left, over to the right. Be mindful of your head if you do decide to go straight up, depending on the size of your hoop, and then wrap back around. Remember, if your arm is not in the right position, you are going to smash yourself in the head. So reach up as much as you can and do this slow in the beginning, otherwise that hoop is going to come for you. All right, you can also try it on your left side, which for me does not feel as good, or maybe it does. Strengthen that opposite side as well. Okay, let's move on to the second variation. This time we're going to make our starting direction the opposite way. So if it's in your right hand, you're going to swing out to the right. If it's in your left hand, you're going to swing out to the left. You swing out and fold over. And you can do, you can kind of create some shapes here if you like. And then we're going to take the hand. In a moment, I'll show you the movement. We take the hand kind of up to the ceiling, but again, watch your head. We wrap all the way around, and we're in that same downward escalator. So this time we fold over, then we come up to the sky. Watch out for your head, all the way to the front. So it's in this frontward motion until it can't go any further. The other hand comes in to save it, and it's down to the left if you're in your right hand. So from this direction, we fold over and then swing down. How does that feel? Again, to bring movement into that, you might actually want to just swing over the top and straight up if it's a very fast movement. Please be mindful of your wrist and your shoulder, like this is putting a lot of tension if you're doing it quite fast, so you might want to use a nice light hoop. Fold and fold, or you might like to turn in a circle while you're doing it. You might like to get down low and groove. See how you go. How's your hands going? How's your wrists? Is everything okay? Let's go on to the third and final fold to escalator. So the same thing, if it's in your right hand, you're going to swing out to the right. And if it's in your left hand, you're going to swing out to the left. So we swing up and over, and this time we're going to swing forward just until it comes into the crease of our elbow, and then we drop it. Now it's in the back plane. We drop it down the back with a hip pop escalator. So I'll break that down for you. So we fold over, and then we come until the hoop is in our inside elbow, and then it's going to be at the back here, so we can kind of hinge in. Notice that I have a kind of L shape with my arm, and then my next contact spiral is opposite side, hip and down. Notice that I've come down into right first position for escalator. So if that's where you want to land for your next, whatever your next move might be, then you might like to do this variation. So we fold over, and as we swing back, we go out to the side, keep folding, keep folding, keep folding, until you feel it touch the inside. So there's not as much spiral going on. And then it might kind of flare out a little bit, but you're going to bring it back in and down. How does that feel? All right, one more time. So out and up, inside, elbow, straight, down and out. And don't forget to step out with the leg. You don't have to if you're like, whoa, there's just too many things going on and I'm doing all this stuff and then I don't, woo! That's my jumper. I don't have time to step out. That's totally okay. Now from those escalator down, you can also pop it straight back up. So these moves are really great. the escalator down from the fold to go into so many other parts of your hoop dance flow. All right, do you need me to break them down one more time? Maybe I'll just flow them through. That's really hard to say. And you can follow along with me. Okay, so there you have 3 variations of folding to escalator. And you know what? We're hoopers, so I'm sure that we can come up with at least 10 million more. If you do happen to come up with any variations, or you're practicing these ones that I'm sharing with you, then please tag me, or more importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're going, if you have any questions, or if you're just loving these and you're doing them all the time and they become part of your flow. If you have any other requests for YouTube tutorials, then please let me know down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you try it on both sides so that one arm's not really strong and the other's like, big hoop love from me to you. Mwah.